and welcome to the BWN podcast. We're Michael's today, so volume up, Big Dan. And this will be episode 12.
Is this loud enough?
That is what I'd expect. Yeah,
Right.
that's not. That was a joke, but that's actually how loud you should be.
Right.
But yeah, so this will be episode 12 of now 15.
Yeah.
We had a plan to do 75, but of course, let's just say this is the first one we've recorded since a particular shake-up with the channel that happened in May, as a lot of you remember. So much so that the title "I'm Not Okay" is now in the top 5 videos of the channel.
Yeah, no, I love how you basically getting mentally broke down is like really popular. Like, yeah, we want to see this.
No, that is the sad truth.
Yeah.
Like I expected it for what it was to probably get a lot of views, but it wasn't about the views to me. It just wasn't. I just had to apologise and tell people what the hell was going on.
Yeah. I think our audience must be sadist, seen as one of the most popular videos.
Yeah, I know. I know. I tell you what though, good for 33. Good for 33.
Oh yeah,
'cause that's done very, very well. I was not expecting 33.
Yeah.
I was expecting to do well around like 60 to 80 range, but more than 100 people have seen 33. That's a great push. I think that might have something to do with the amount of people and then their close connected friends and family.
I was about to say
who are part of it. Yeah,
well, so.
You know what I mean. So, and it, like it says in the description, it is the first official piece of art house fiction on the channel where it's serious. Do you know what I mean? Where you're not exactly going to call Build a Better World art house fiction at this point, I guess.
What about Benji Cooper, Belgian, or whatever was he saying that wasn't serious?
No, it's not our house fiction. That was a documentary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the first bit of art house fiction, as in a story.
I thought you were taking the piss out of my direction.
I know. And you couldn't call Build a Better World that one, not at all.
No.
So it's not at this point anyway. So it's though we have plans for how we're going to go forward with that now. In one more short, but by this point, I'll have described that. So anyway, with that in particular, that might actually be a good talking point before we get into the seriousness of the shake-up and everything. There's 33. A lot of people, apparently it's quite rewatchable, because there's a few people I've seen that like to just keep going back to it.
Oh, there's people who've like people who weren't in the actual thing that have said they keep watching it. It's done very well, but I'm trying to figure out how. I think it is the main primary reason must be the people involved. And theatre. Theatre is often quite popular.
Yeah, theatre, yeah, but I think honestly it must be the sort of friends and close connected family of the people who were involved. You know what I mean? Who've watched it.
Plus, a likeable character. So, I don't know, maybe they'll give you a bonus.
Have you watched 33 by any chance?
Yeah, I watched it like the day it came out, and
what do you think, personally?
I was gonna say,
give me your honest opinion. You don't have to be a kiss ass for the podcast. you can be honest.
Oh no, I'm never a kiss ass. Don't worry. I was gonna ask, were you like talking at like a loud volume or anything?
Well, loud enough for the people in the room. So for the actual performance, they're live. But Hannah, who's our drama teacher, took the video.
I was just about to ask who filmed it, but...
And I had it, and they didn't particularly film it, they just set the tripod up.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So, of course, maybe an official had to give them credit for that.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was how it works in a drama exam is, and drama students will know this, is it is just a fixed camera on the stage. The rest is up to you. The camera never moves. Right. So all I did was I took that footage and I played with audio, I played with zoom in, and I played with the intro and the music at the start and the end.
Yeah.
I basically played with the zoom in was obviously the primary thing.
Yeah.
Because I can only zoom in on the editing software, which obviously is very simplistic, to say the least. I will never admit what it is, but it's very simplistic and not that complex what people think it is.
It couldn't be much simpler.
But yeah, essentially, you can only zoom in so far. So that in itself, that was the main artistic influence by me that I had to, But some people have asked why I credited Katie and Alex as the directors, because I personally believe that when we were doing it, there was a bit of creative tension here and there. And I talk about that now because we managed to push through. I wouldn't if we didn't. But all is good now. We managed to push through it and make a solid piece, I would say. And I did call on the directors because I believe they were the true primary creative bosses. I had nothing to do with it realistically because I decided to kind of turn down my ego and creative tendencies. I turned them down and said, right, okay, that's in your hands. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll just be in charge of my own character and I'll let things just play out.
I was just gonna say, your normal, like, your final verdict was for it. Was it 7 out of 10?
7 out of 10.
Because the reason being, I enjoyed it. Like, the general ranking system I usually work on is that I start off with like a 10, and then...
Oh, so you pick out the negatives and knock it down blocks.
And then, like, I knock it down a little bit. But, like, if it's a good thing that comes later, or, like, at the start, that, like, bumps it up back 1 or 2, depending on, like, how much it affects it for us.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was a 7 because it started off at 10. It went down to an 8 after the, like, sound thing, and that's kind of hypocritical coming from me. But I just found parts of it.
Did you not hear a great deal of it? I think I turned on the subtitles once and it picked up a fair amount of what we were saying.
I was gonna say when it was like I don't know, maybe I'm just half deaf. I've been told that's all, but there was bits where, like, I couldn't hear what was happening, which was what knocked it down to an 8. And the 7 was because I'm gonna be honest. I know it was only the first one, but it left us, like, wanting more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it felt quite short to us.
Yeah.
So,
it was only 10 minutes, I think. I think it was only 10 minutes.
But I mean, it's still a solid 7 out of 10. Like, it's not bad.
Oh, yeah, of course. And you also have to remember, like, we have one more in the pipeline. I love how you just copy us.
What? Oh.
But yeah, basically, at the end of the day, it was our first effort in that division. And I think in terms of entries, it could have been a lot worse. Because I think there's been worse debuts for divisions, personally.
Are you on about War Games Awards?
That wasn't what came to mind. I was mainly thinking about the ones I run, but yes.
Okay.
Since you're now bringing it up, I might as well slate you. I might as well slate you now that I bring it up.
No.
You brought that on yourself.
No, I was asking a question. You don't need to slate me divisions.
Because at least that one was about half an hour, I think, not like an hour.
Yeah, but the reason that one, the pilot was only half an hour, is because I was just going through the basic rules.
Oh my god. Oh well. Yeah, I've told him that we're going on a crash course to try and improve his vlogging skills and his volume.
Yeah.
Because even though he's been doing YouTube for several years.
4. Well, as of June 30th, it will be 4 years, because I was going to say, Big Dan 4th anniversary special coming up, so that's going to be top tier.
Top tier quality special. Anyway, it's... I'm forgetting where I was going with this.
Not life, isn't it, Matthew?
Yes, it is. Anyway, yeah, back to the breakdown. I think we'll close out this episode with the breakdown. So, what happened was we basically needed a month to reorganise ourselves, because clearly I was putting far too much on my plate and I needed to, save myself from insanity and cut down the content massively. And that's what you've done. I have constructed a final mainline plan anyway, aside from the weekly and daily uploads. A final plan for everything, and now I've decided that I've kind of taken a leaf out of Disney Plus's book, and a lot of these division series especially are going to now drop in the space of a few months rather than spread out across the rest of the chapter. So it's kind of going to be like there's going to be a season where all channel attention is on that division, you know what I mean?
1, 2, 3, shot.
You're doing it.
Shambles.
Aaliyah's not here. That's the champions thing.
Oh.
You utter betrayal. We do not do that if the three of us aren't here.
Okay, come on, please.
No, disgrace him. That's it, it's done.
It was accidental.
It's finished. Goodbye. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's done.